Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we'll get started. Lovely. I think everything seems to be working fine. Those of you who are watching this live, if you don't mind putting in a little yes in the comment box to make sure that you can see me and hear me fine, I really appreciate that. Okay. Good. Everything seems to be working fine. Hello and a very warm welcome to today's YouTube live stream. My name is Uzair and it is, what's the date today? 18th of March 2021, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Every weekday we go live at this time to cover topics such as Google Ads, video marketing, lead generation, landing pages, pretty much anything and everything to do with digital marketing to help you and your business generate more leads or sales. We have a particular topic every day, and today it is all about question and answers, questions which have been sent across to me through WhatsApp, email, on YouTube channel and social media. If you are watching this live and you would like any questions answered, then please put them in the comment box. I can see some questions from Abhinash, Wesley already in the queue, so thank you for those. I'll come on to those in a minute. Let's get started with our first question. Okay, I'm gonna go full screen. Okay. I'm not sure how I pronounce this name. I think it's in Greek. I won't try pronouncing it. How many ad accounts with the same pay profile and credit card can an agency create? The accounts belong to the agency. Thank you in advance. Well, I don't think there is any limit to it. The reason why I'm hesitating to answer this is we don't get involved with the payment of the Google Ads account, because the account which we work on for our clients is the client account. So their billing is linked, or their credit card or bank details are linked to their account, and we get access to it. It's a great question, by the way. And you need to be very careful, in fact, extremely careful, that you get paid upfront from your client before you start racking up the Google Ads bills. Because if you don't get paid and you used your card to run the ads, then you'll be out of pocket. So be extremely careful with this practice. Secondly, be very careful with how you run the account and the budget, because if, let's say, the client has said spend $5,000 and you end up spending $6,000 or $7,000, the client may not pay you for the difference. So again, you might be out of pocket. This is why I would say don't use your own credit card. But if you have a system in place and this is how you operate, then that's fine. But I don't know the answer to the limit. I don't think there's a limit to it. You can create as many accounts as you like with the same card. Now, the only thing I'm thinking is it might get flagged that the same card is being used on lots and lots of accounts. So you might have problems getting the account suspended. That's the only thing I can think of. But thank you for sending this question. Okay, this is Pratik, who I know. He's one of our regulars on the show, and it's a lot easier to pronounce your name. I want to know one thing. Can I make display ads with text on the images in English? Okay, this is a new language which I've never heard of, which is Hindi written in English as used in India. Okay, I know what you mean. So to answer that question, yes, absolutely. The text you can write whatever you want in any language. It really doesn't matter because it's just an image. So it's not text, actual text. It's just an image, and you can have whatever you want on the display ads as well. Can I use mobile operator's logo for promotion on the image for display ads for a recharge app? Okay, now you need to be careful with regards to the use of trademarks and intellectual properties of a third party operator or a company. That you need to uh, take legal advice or get approval from that mobile operator that you are allowed to use their logo in the ad, because a lot of companies will not allow that due to the brand guidelines. If you, I'm not saying you as directly, but if someone uses an Apple or a Vodafone or Samsung logo and create an ad which implies that that is from this company, they will not like that because it's not as per the brand guidelines, and hence I would not. And also you are putting in some text which is in, as you call it, English. They may not like it. So you need to be very careful as to what you want to do. If you have your own logo and then you can say we are authorized dealers for all these Vodafone, Samsung, Apple, then that is a different matter. But without looking at what you have done, I can't accurately say what you should and shouldn't be doing. But if Google disapproves it, Google probably will not disapprove it because it's a big image with lots of logos on it. But if that mobile operator whose logo you are using, they can potentially come on to you and said, well, stop using our logo. In that case, you will need to stop it, or you, especially in the UK and Europe and US, you can get sued for quite large amounts for infringing their copyrights and their intellectual property and trademarks. So be very careful when you're doing this. And hence, I'm also being very cautious and careful with my reply. I don't want to give you the wrong advice. Hi Wesley, what is the best practice for making a keyword campaign with this new update? Okay, so you are referring to, I guess, the new update or the latest update of the bombshell which Google has dropped on everyone, is that they are stopping the broad match modifier keyword. So I'm pretty certain you are referring to that. Is a single keyword campaign strategy still apply? What is your suggestion as best practice going forward? Great question. I like that. And I think it will be helpful to everyone on this call as well as those who are watching this. Now, there are only three match types: broad match, exact, and phrase. Now you take out broad match because majority of the time people or advertisers like you and I will not be using them. So we are left with phrase and exact. Now let's look at it and see what's the best strategy, how we can use these two match types. First way is you put the same keyword as phrase and exact in the same ad group, which is fine. Or you can have them in a separate ad groups, which is fine as well. Well, there's no other way you can use them. And that's what I would say is you can try one campaign with both the keywords in one ad group and another campaign with an individual ad group and see the performance. Can you get a better quality score or a better CPC or conversions and conversion rates and so on from one or the other? Unless you don't test it, you won't know what's going to happen, and there is no other way or strategy which I can say you need to apply, because it's just a case of putting these keyword match types in the ad group. and that's all there is to it. Quite often I find advertisers and those who are new to Google Ads try to overthink, and they feel that this can't be it because I'm not doing anything very technical or advanced or anything like that. What I would recommend you do is keep things very simple and try it and test it. Don't listen to others. Everybody you will speak to, they will give you a different advice. I may say one thing, someone else will say something else. Yes, for sure, you listen to whoever you want to, and then you take your own decisions and see what's working for you, because something which may work for you may not work for me, and vice versa. So always test and see what you can do. So the only thing you can do now with phrase and exact, that's what you are using right now, is to test it in different ad groups and see what happens. Now, if you do wish to learn some ninja stuff, then I've got a masterclass, and in this masterclass I will show you how I've set up hundreds of keywords and hundreds of ads in a campaign from scratch in under 30 minutes. The URL is right at the bottom of your screen, and you can sign up for free and get access to it instantly. I always put these screenshots because it makes my day. First of all, I appreciate it, and it gives me more energy to see that people are listening, watching, and following my videos and our channel. Unlike some idiot which came on yesterday's call and putting in some irrelevant comment, which I replied to, and I said to others as well that if you do get trolled or people are not very nice to you and to your videos, ignore them. That should not put you off from starting your YouTube channel or video marketing. Don't have any time for those people. Don't reply. Don't engage with them. Just ignore them. They are a complete waste of time, and you will get nice people sending you nice comments as well, who appreciate what you're doing and who you are and what you do. So thank you, Pablo, Prakash, and Tamil. I truly appreciate it. So, and those of you who are watching this video, if you haven't subscribed and liked, then please do so, and hit the bell button, because every day we go live, you will get notified, as well as when we upload new content, you will be the first to know that we uploaded new things. Okay, Javed, please, I need help how to set up ClickGuard on my Google ad. So ClickGuard, those of you who don't know, is kind of like a click fraud app which will help minimize the click fraud. Unfortunately, yes, there are again idiots who will click deliberately on your ads, and they want to create that click fraudulently. Obviously, it will cost you money, and quite often there are your competitors who will be doing that. So apps like ClickGuard, ClickSeize, PPC Protect, there are lots of these apps which will help you minimize the fraud, the click fraud. Google has also got a very sophisticated way of detecting invalid clicks, which you don't get charged for, but there will always be a few clicks which will slip through the net, and you are adding another layer of protection on your Google Ads account. Unfortunately, I haven't used click fraud, or ClickGuard I should say, so I can't help you with that. I'm sure if you are struggling with this, either get in touch with their support who will help you out, or there will be some videos on their support center, and also on YouTube there will be some kind soul who has set up a video on how to set up ClickGuard. Okay, hello Gerthin. If my client makes an account on Google Ads using their own email, that is what most clients do, so that's fine. And I need to link that to my analytics, which has my own personal email. Can I still link them together, or is that impossible? And what can I do to get around that? I'm stuck at this. Okay, I'm just trying to understand why you would want to link your client's Google Ads account to your analytics. If you were my freelancer or an agency, I would not allow you to do that, first of all. Why wouldn't you link the client's Google Analytics account to their Google Ads account? So this doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so that's what I would do. You have the client Google Ads account, you have client's Google Analytics account. Link them together and then get access to both of these accounts. As simple as that. You don't need to overcomplicate this or overthink this matter. You don't want to link it to your analytics account. Google says that my account is suspended because I have an outstanding balance, but it is not true. Okay, I do not have any active campaign. I have never launched any campaign. So what does that mean? So that means Google has made an error, and quite often these things will happen. So what you need to do is, when that happens, when your account is suspended, on the top right and along the top, you will have a little button to contact them. Right now, due to COVID, all the phone support is switched off. The only way to communicate or reach them is through email. So you click that little contact button, reach out to them and said, okay, tell me what is my outstanding balance, as I've never launched a campaign and it should be on 0. And if it is on 0 and they look at it, they will unsuspend your account and you should be able to get started. What you don't want to do is to open up another Google Ads account, and this is the mistake which most advertisers do. One account gets suspended, they'll open another one, and another one, and all of them will get suspended again. What most people think is, they'll be clever and they'll open up a new account. Well, we're not more clever than Google, unfortunately. Google knows everything about us, who we are, what we do. They have got so many ways to link us to any of the new accounts. Even though if we use a different credit card or bank details or something like that, somehow they know it's the same person opening up new accounts. Don't ask me how, but they do. They know more about us than we know about ourselves. So don't try and do that, but actually try and rectify the problem. If you have done something which you shouldn't have done, rectify that either on your website or in the ads. And in the ads, the ads will get disapproved. It won't get suspended. Usually the problem is on the website, where you are trying to misrepresent something or do something against their policies. That's when Google will suspend you. Okay, so this is our coaching program, which I mentioned before in our live streams and in other videos as well. It's one of the best coaching programs out there, and if you need any help with Google Ads, Google Analytics, video ads, display network, pretty much anything, we have this on your screen. There are 4 live coaching calls with me per week, and you can join in as many times as you like. Ask any questions, go through your campaigns, optimizations, writing ads, creating video ads, pretty much anything. So here's the URL if you need anything to ask me. We can hop on a discovery call and then see if we are a good fit for each other or not. Okay, I can see some questions already in here. Where is my mouse gone? Okay. I'm gonna go on to my questions and comments. Please start putting them in now and don't wait until the very last minute, because there is a delay in the transmission and I won't see your question. All right. I'll start from the beginning. Hi Abhinash. I set an audience in my campaign and I want my budget to be only exhausted for audience and not anywhere else. I changed the audience setting of observation to targeting, and after that my budget is exhausting. So it is using up. I don't see what the problem is. So you were on observation mode before, and then once you start getting the data in your account, you set it to targeting. So you have that audience targeting that in that ad group or at campaign level. So are you asking me that you don't want your budget to be used up? Because it will. There is audience out there which you are targeting, and rightly so, Google is showing those your ads to those clients. So I'm really not sure what you're asking me, Avinash. Please rephrase. Wesley, hi there. If the conversion is set at account level, how do you set up on the column report to effectively? Great question. I'm going to do a session on this, on how to set up custom conversions, because let's say you have got two types of conversions. One is an opt-in for a lead and one is for a booking of an appointment. And I'm going to do that. I think it's scheduled for the early part of April, and I will show you how we set up custom conversions. And then each column, so the opt-in one will have its own conversion and the booked appointment will have another column. So that's how we will do that, through custom conversions. For update with exact and phrase match, okay, I've just covered that. I hope you were on the call. So for update keywords with exact and phrase match, is this no longer apply? Well, exact and phrase do, not the broad match modifier. This will stop working sometime in July, I think. Hi Khalid, Sudhir. Sudhir, I'm not sure what you mean by if I spend $1,000, what to do. You need to rephrase and resend the question, please. Hi Data Raya, hope I pronounced it correctly. Can we use multiple landing pages with same domain in one ad group? No. You don't want to do that anyway. You have just one, because first of all, if it's for the same, I think what you're trying to say is, you are trying to say, I want to split test. So you need to use something like Unbounce, which I would highly recommend you do. So what that will do is, you have one URL, but then you will have 2 or 3 or 4, it really doesn't matter, pages, but you cannot have a different URL. You have the same one, and then in Unbounce or any other apps which you are using for split testing, you say, okay, send, if you got 4 pages, send 25% traffic to each, and then it's going to push out those pages equally. If you got 2 pages and you want traffic to be 50-50, you can do that, or 60-40 or 70-30 or something like that. You can do this all in and bounce, but always have the same URL in the ad group. So Sudhir, you are saying that what to do if I wasted $1,000. Is that your question? So what have you wasted that on? That's what I mean. Are you saying in an interview asked me how to inform and what you do if you wasted 2,000 on ad? What do you mean by wasted? You are buying data. See, you need to manage the client's expectation. If there's no data in the account, you need to buy this data, this intelligence from Google to see what's working and what's not working. If this was so easy where you switch on a campaign and you start getting into profit or getting conversions at a profitable rate, then the whole world will be doing it. It's not that easy. Most people don't achieve this for 60 days if you are good at Google Ads, because it could be the landing page, it could be the pricing on the page, it could be the buy now button or the sign up button not working. Then it's not your fault, is it? It's on the website, and if you are not in charge of that website, then you can't do much about it. It's managing the client's expectation. That's what I'm trying to say to you. And I would also tell the client that the money is never wasted unless you have just put up a campaign with no targeting or the broad match keywords, and you go into the search term report and it's all sorts of junk queries triggering your ads. Then I would say yes, you have wasted it. But if you've done all your job properly and you put in negative keywords, you are putting in the new search terms which are irrelevant into negatives, and set up the keywords properly, written the ads correctly, then I won't say it's wasted spend. There is some other underlying issue which you need to address, because everything looks to be, if people see your ad for the right keywords or the search terms and they click on it, that means they like what they see on the ad. They come to the website or the landing page and they bounce off. That means there's something wrong on the website perhaps. Sri Nawasa, please speak about different bid strategies. Well, there are loads of bid strategies. Unfortunately, you need to be a bit more specific as to what your problem is. The only thing I would say is, if you're talking about target CPA or target ROAS, I would recommend that you don't start right off the bat with zero data in it. Get the conversions in on manual mode or manual CPC, and once you've got the data in, then you can start to go on these smart campaigns or the smart bidding. Abhinash, I wanted to exhaust my budget only with the targeted audience. So why do you want to just exhaust your budget? Why don't you focus on getting conversions with the budget you have? I think your focus is all wrong. You need to focus on, and you're asking the wrong questions, in fact. If you want to give money to Google, they're going to take it gladly all day long. So there won't be any problems with exhausting your budget. But exhausting the budget shouldn't be your focus. You should be asking as to how I can increase my conversions, or how can I improve my campaigns with the budget I have. So that's what I would ask if I was you. How to stop click frauds on my display campaigns, and is placement useful for display campaigns? You will never stop click frauds. Just like companies like Disney and all these big shops like Walmart, they spend millions and millions, perhaps billions, on stopping people pirating their videos and the DVDs, stopping people from stealing from the shops. No matter what they put in, no matter how expensive or the state-of-the-art security system they place, there will always be people stealing things. Even from the banks, people rob the banks, right? So it'll never be 100%, and the same applies with any kind of pay-per-click advertising as well. There will always be a percentage of fraud with the clicks on it. You need to keep a very close eye on it. If you find that there are lots of clicks, and I'll give you a very good example which comes to mind. On one of my campaigns, I had 65 or 67 opt-ins and only one booked appointment, and that completely raised a red flag for me, that there's something not quite right, because these are bots filling in the forms and then going onto my landing page, and they are not filling in that appointment calendar. So you need to have a look at as to what's happening on your website and on your thank you pages, and then minimize that by stopping those websites or the placement URLs and put them in your exclusion list. Hello, full Rust is Abhinash. How to increase new customer with revenue on my campaigns? How to increase new customer? I don't understand that. Please, if you can rephrase. Are you saying how to get new customers with the revenue, or how to increase conversions with the revenue? I'm really not sure what you're asking. Okay, Wesley. Is Google Analytics data same for organic as for Google Ads? No, because you've got organic traffic is completely different to Google Ads traffic, but it is measured. Analytics will track the organic Google Ads or paid traffic, social traffic, email traffic, all of these channels, or direct traffic. All of these channels are different in Google Analytics. Is the conversion data collected through organic traffic being used as Google Ads when it comes to using TCP? No, not at all. If somebody clicks on your Google Ads and then they convert, that conversion is attributed to the Google Ads and not to organic. How to get more watch time in YouTube ads, which I promote from my YouTube channel? Good question. You need to make engaging content. As simple as that. There is no other hacks or tricks or anything like that. Make it interesting, educational, funny, keeping the attention. So just like some of you have been with me for over half an hour now. That means you like what I'm putting out and you're staying with me. If this was too boring or not good, you would switch off after a few minutes. So that's my advice would be. So what immediately you do after creating a new ad account? Well, set up and run campaigns, I guess. What else would you do? So I don't think whoever is doing this interview, they're not asking any testing questions or clever questions. These are, I don't know why they would ask you. I mean, if I'm opening up a Google Ads account, I'm going to run ads. What else am I going to do with it? So I don't know. But yeah, you need to be respectful in your interview. I'm just being where am I? I've lost my thread over here. How to do retargeting on AMP pages. How to do, okay. We haven't done much on AMP pages, to be honest with you, but if you can, which I'm sure you can, put the pixel of Google Ads or Analytics on there, then you can track it. As simple as that. This is the problem. There's no proper guidance for installation of conversion tracking and all that. So AMP is, I think, it's a great idea, but it's not quite there yet. It's very limited and you can't do much with it. AMP pages I would recommend for organic traffic. If you want to get indexed in Google for organically, Google is pushing more and more on that. But that also seems to be not the case, because I don't see many AMP pages getting indexed in Google when I do a search. Do a video on marketing dashboards. Yes, I did justice little while ago, and my wife will be covering this topic very soon. She comes every Friday, and we have got, I think we've got this scheduled as well, so I'll remind her as well. So thank you for that. How to increase new customers with high revenue? Okay. Avinash, I'm sorry, but are you trying to get new customers who are high spenders or with high budgets? Is that what you're asking? When YouTube plays my ads on YouTube homepage, so I get more engagement. When Google Ads plays ads on someone's channel, then I think I do not get engagement. No, you're not right, because if you are, Google Ads will only place the ads who you are targeting. So they're not going to go out of the way to place your ads on somewhere you don't want. And even if they do it, then you just keep excluding them. So you need to make sure that your targeting is precise, and you will get the right results. We get really good results with YouTube ads. In fact, YouTube ads is one of my favorite way of running ads at the moment. And as an agency, we are now just running video ads and not taking on any new clients other than video ads. That's where we are heading, because you see, you need to specialize. And right now, very few people are doing video ads. They don't know how to do it properly, and that's why we want to go this route, because in the next year or two, pretty much everything will be around video. And you need to get started if you haven't, because I've been saying this for the last couple of years at least, that get started with video marketing, be it organic or with paid. Okay, I'm gonna have last couple of questions and we'll wrap this up. Hi Gideon, do you have more videos of you setting ads using editor with the dark background? Dark background is my preference. You have the light, you can have the light mode as well. We have some on our channel, but also we have a full course on Google Ads video editor. It's I'm going to put the URL for you. It's a full course, and I don't think there's any other course out there about Google Ads editor. And those of you who don't know what editor is, you'll be kicking yourself once you find out what it is, because it saves so much time, and the things which you can do with Google Ads with it is unbelievable. In fact, if you go onto this on the URL in the masterclass, I show you how we set up hundreds of keywords and ad groups and ads in a matter of minutes. Hi Prakash, if I want to apply for UK-based remote job in SEM domain, what would that process apply? I'm not a legal advisor on this, I'm afraid. And where are you applying the job for? If you are talking about freelance work, then you can work with any company in the world, rather than just UK based. How to do conversion tracking on affiliate websites? A person first comes, then moves to a third-party website through affiliate links. How to track? Well, the only way to track this is through the click on your, what we call the bridge page. From your ad, you bring it to your page, and on that page you have that link, the affiliate link. Don't put your affiliate link in the Google Ads. Your account will definitely get suspended. So you put that link on your landing page and then track the clicks. So the way to optimize this is, if you bring 100 people, or let's say you bought 1,000 people, you can track how many people clicked their link and went to that affiliate offer page, right? If out of 1,000, let's say 50 clicked on that link, then you can see over there on your affiliate dashboard how much traffic you got and how many converted. And then you can work out, okay, every time I send 1,000 people, 3 people buy the product, it cost me $10 to send the traffic, it earned me $20. Keep scaling if that is the case. Which is the best audience on Google Ads? Custom or affinity? Can't tell you. You have to run it, test it, both of them, all of them, different variations, and then you work out which is the best audience which is converting for you. Because if an audience is converting for me, doesn't mean it's going to convert for you, and vice versa. For freelance, please recommend the website. Upwork is one of the biggest websites in the world, and that's where you can go and make up your profile. Fiverr.com is another very big website on there, so you can set up, but you need to first learn your skills and then you start applying, because if you go in and jump in without proper know-how, knowledge and expertise, what's going to happen is you are not going to be able to give the performance or the results for your clients, and you will start to get 1-star reviews. You don't want that. Once you get some few bad reviews, that's it. People will not touch you. New customers who are looking for freelancers like yourself are only going to go who have got good reviews or 5-star reviews. So I would highly recommend that you get good at what you are trying to offer and then go onto these freelancing websites and get started. Brilliant. Thank you so much. It's been very interesting with all these interesting questions. I thoroughly enjoyed it and I appreciate your time and your questions. I won't be back tomorrow. It will be my lovely wife. She will be talking about customer avatar. I think, again, a very interesting topic you must learn about, as to how you target your audiences. And we had some few questions over here today about audiences. So who's your ideal customer or avatar? Who are you targeting? And that's how you learn how to target those audiences properly. And once you know who you are addressing your message and your offer to, it's a lot easier to convert them. So stay safe until Monday and beyond. I'll be back on Monday with another Google Ads topic. So have a great weekend and thank you very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.